Hey everyone. The weather might not be fallish yet, but pumpkin spice is in the air, and it's the perfect time to go visit the many farms in our area for a fun fall trip or to take those pumpkin patch photos. Today's the first episode of our three-part series on all things to get you in the fall spirit. I'm getting the best recommendations for fall farms to visit from HoustonMom.com co-owner Megan Clanahan. It's Monday, October 2nd, 2023. I'm Rahil Ramzanali, and here's what Houston's talking about. Megan, welcome into CityCast Houston. How you been, friend?
I'm good. It's good to see your face.
All right. I want to start with this because it is that season. Pumpkin patch photos are in. Everybody's excited. We got all our flannel on, our white shirts, whatever you're wearing. I'm putting you on the spot. If you could only take one type of photo, are you taking the pumpkin patch photo or are you taking bluebonnet photos?
Oh, I'm going pumpkin patch. I look forward to October here all year long because we can finally get outside and not sweat. And then I don't have to worry about being eaten alive by like a snake or a bug or whatever. So, yeah, give me all the pumpkins. It seems safer too.
Yeah, it is a controlled environment, right, with the pumpkin patch
Ugh.
photos. So that is better. And I've always heard about these stories of rattlesnakes attacking during bluebonnet season. And I don't know. I've never seen it, but I guess it's out there.
Listen, things I don't want to find out about. And so I just don't. And, to put whiny kids in the middle of, bluebonnet patch just isn't a good time to me. To put a little baby in a pumpkin patch is precious to me. So let's do more of that.
Absolutely. So let's stick with that. And I think this is the biggest question everybody has, right? Is what is the best farm to go to for pumpkin patch / fall photos? So what are you recommending?
It is such a difficult question because there are so many great farms in the Houston area, but I've polled the people of my Houston Moms contributors, and they tell me that Old Time Christmas Tree Farm in spring is the place to go. It has the most kind of photogenic with the pumpkins, but also just like this hint of nostalgia. And so you can kind of, get your photos in several different places on their farm. And then you get to enjoy the farm after. But there's also great photo ops at Blessington Farms, which is out in Simonton. And it is a gorgeous area. And again, they have several areas too that you can, snag that family photo or the baby in a pumpkin photo or whatever you're doing.
I love that. Those are good recommendations right there. I want to stick with that topic because you're really good at taking these photos. Like I follow you on Instagram. You have awesome shots. What tips do you have for us? And specifically, should our listeners hire a photographer or can we just, take a snap on our iPhone?
Great question. So I think number one, get your timing down. So if you have young children who need that nap from like 1 to 3, don't drag them to go take photos at 2 p.m. Go first thing when the farm opens. I would say prepare your outfits if you're looking for that coordinated photo. You're maybe going to want to lay some things out. Snap a photo at home, see if all the colors coordinate, and or check your Pinterest boards if you need ideas for how to match. I love Old Navy this time of year because they have coordinating colors across the board for your family. Now, from a professional standpoint, a lot of the farms do not allow professional photos on
Oh.
property or photographers on property. There are some that do kind of some like special days, and you would have to check out their website to see if they're going to have a professional out there. I think you're going to end up paying a decent amount of money. So it depends on how committed you are. I am all about kind of organic and, getting the real shot. And so maybe take a family friend with you, or another family, and y'all can switch off taking photos and then get it done and go enjoy the farm after that.
That's a good tip right there of taking somebody with you and you take theirs, they take yours, boom, you're done and you knock it all out. Or you could be
Absolutely.
like me, Megan, and just go to HEB and just put your daughter in front of the pumpkins there and take a picture. Because I've done that.
Listen, no shame in that
Hey,
game.
no
Like,
shame.
I've done it on my front porch. It's fine. It's totally fine.
So, speaking of the kids, there are so many great farms to travel to for activities. Which one would you recommend for kids where they will have a great day, a lot of activities, and they won't say the dreaded words, I'm bored?
Oh, Lordy. Can you imagine, like, after
Oh,
you've paid all this money and then they're like, I'm bored. Let's go home. And you're like, we drove 45 minutes for you. No. So I'm gonna say Dewberry Farm is where you want to head. And there's a reason that this is a central attraction for so many schools during the school year. They do field trips all the time, but it's because they have 40 plus attractions on their property. It's huge. You're gonna tire out before you're done with their property. And there will be no saying I'm bored, but they have all the rides. They have livestock and barn shows, and again, like the photo ops, tons of food opportunities. I just love this space. I think it's great. And it allows you to get out of town a little bit. It's about, if you're coming from central Houston, you're going to be about 40, 45 minutes. If you're on the west side, it's a little bit shorter than that. But I think it's a great place to go. And their farm Funland is open now. Um, they also are offering this year Boo-rific Nights. So they're offering this spooky evening situation. And so maybe if you're wanting to take the kids for an early evening kind of event, you can go out there and they have a corn maze too and all of that. So I would head to Dewberry for to wear them out. Also, if you use the code Fall6, you can get $6 off admission. So who
oh,
doesn't love to save money?
I
So,
love that. I love that. You know
yep.
what I love about Dewberry Farms is that there are other farms out there and they can't handle the traffic, the amount of people that come through. Dewberry Farms
Yeah.
specializes in this. Every time we go there, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a nightmare. There's so many cars, there's so many
Yeah.
families, but the way they flow the traffic and they just deal with the attractions and the people are so nice, it never feels like it's crowded there.
No, this is what they do. And, I think it's kind of your one-stop fun fall shopping too. You can grab your pumpkin and be done there. And I highly recommend. They know what they're doing out there.
Absolutely.
Instacart helps you get beer and wine delivered in as fast as an hour. So, whether you need to fill the cooler for tailgate season or fill your glass for Pinot by the fire season, you can save time by getting fall sips delivered in just a few clicks. Visit instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum order $10. Additional terms apply. Must be 21 or over for alcohol delivery where available. Instacart. Add life to cart.
Okay, let's talk about our young couples or just couples who want to go on a date and take advantage of this awesome fall weather and they want to experience a farm. What's a good farm for couples to go visit for a date?
Okay, so this is a little bit of a random one, but I love P6 up in Humble. If you're coming from a different part of the city, it's a little bit of drive, so you can chat all the way there. And then they also have these. It's just, I think it's a very sweet area. They have flower fields, they have a pumpkin patch, they have the farm barnyard thing. So if you're looking to just kind of hang out and kind of reminisce about what you did as a kid, I think that's a great, sweet place to go.
I like
And
the
fun photos too.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Like there's different photo ops there. I like
Hmm.
the suggestion because of the flower field that you mentioned. That's a really cool thing for couples to do.
Yeah, I think that would be so sweet, right? So if you're like kind of, still newly in love, grab. I've been married 20 years, so
I was like, you're
we're
sounding
not
just
going.
like me. Yeah, we're not going
We're
to a
not
flower
going
field.
tromping through some flower fields. But but for those who are earlier in life, it could be a really sweet thing to bring home some flowers. So
Yeah, cherish those moments because 20 years from now, Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to the flower field.
No, you're going to HEB or Trader Joe's because they're on sale at Trader Joe's.
You're like, we got to drive 45 minutes together. I'm good. You know what? Let's just go. Yeah.
Listen, honey, I know.
Yeah, let's just keep it close. And that's my next question. How about for
Yeah.
those who don't want to travel too far? Are there cool places, whether it be farms or experiences that you can recommend that aren't too far away?
So, I mean, I think it's hard in Houston because, depending upon where you live, I'm out in the burbs, so everything kind of seems a little bit far. But for centrally located, I love Zubu at the Houston Zoo. And I think they have great specials during the week. If you're already a member, it's included in your admission there. And it's always open. And so if you just kind of like wake up on a Monday and we get like that cold front that comes through, once in a blue moon, you're like, I'm feeling full today. Instead of checking out all the farms that might be open and what their hours are and all of that, just head to Zubu. And, for kids, it's great. They encourage costumes. They can go trick or treat around the area. They can decorate pumpkins. There's tons for them to do at Zubu. If you're in the mood, you can come back later and do their Zubu at night. So I just think it's a good place that everyone can get to, that's accessible. And I love it there.
It's so much fun taking them around dressed up. And it doesn't have to be on the 31st. You can literally go any weekend in October and kids are dressed up there. And it's so much fun. It gets you in
Yeah.
that mood. And again, it's so well done and they are good with kids. That's the best part.
Yes, I mean, I think when you have, especially if you are listening and you have young children, you just want to go where they know exactly how this all works, and they know that you want to get in, you want to have fun, they know how to make it joyous and not stressful, and it's been running for a long time, so.
All right, tell me about corn mazes. I know you brought it up a little bit earlier. The corn mazes that I've been to at fall festivals are usually really easy. Do we have any good ones around the suburbs or around town that we can drive to and really enjoy a corn maze, like to the point where I might have to call 911 and be like, hey, I'm lost. I don't know how to get out of this. Anything good?
Well, if that's your goal, it would not be mine to get lost in a corn maze, but if that is your goal, Froberg's down in Alvin. They are typically like a berry farm. Just really a cool place to go just in any other season. But they have a really neat corn maze down there. It's large. I don't know if you're going to get lost in it, but it is large. One thing that I do love about it is when you come out of the corn maze, then you can we're back to the flower picking, which is really odd, but I guess it's a season for flowers. But you come out of the corn maze, you walk the maze, and then you go and pick flowers. And you can take those with you. And then assuming you make your way out of the corn maze, you can also enjoy their berry fun land and all of that. So I think that's a really, really great one. It's the 11th annual year that they've done it.
Nice.
So, and they're getting to be quite the experts in their corn maze. And I think they make it bigger and better each year.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I would take a bag of popcorn. So when I exit, I'm like mocking the corn maze a little bit. I'm talking trash to it. I'm eating popcorn afterwards because that's how I roll. I'm like, what's up? I just defeated you.
I saw something on Instagram the other day, and it was showing you tips of how to find yourself in the corn maze, and you run
What?
your hand along the side so that you know where you are in the corn maze. But that's not something you would do because you're not going to cheat the corn maze.
No, I don't cheat the corn maze. You don't do
No.
that. Not in October. That's not cool. Before I let you go, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Give me a wild card. Give me a good wild card farm. Something that is like, yeah, you just have to go experience it.
Oh gosh. Of course you did that. I mentioned Blessington earlier. I love Blessington Farm. I think that is a great one. That was one of the first farms that I took my twins to. I have twin 13-year-olds, but when they first opened, they maybe had kind of like this sand pit that you would go jump on, and then they had you could go berry picking, but it was very just kind of rugged and there wasn't a whole lot happening. What has been really cool is to watch Blessington grow over the years and truly watch the Houston community embrace what they're doing. And so every year they add something, besides pumpkin patches, they do, again, like all the berry picking, and then they do Easter and they have all sorts of spring activities. They have a ton going on out there. So that's going to be my wild card pick. For something I truly just feel passionate about.
I love that pick. Great recommendations, Megan. Thank you so much. The guide is fantastic. It's broken down by area, so you can pick an area and just go. It is so much fun. Enjoy this fall weather. Get your pumpkin patch photos in. I know you're going to enjoy some pumpkin spice latte as well. Enjoy it all. Thank you so much for joining us on CityCast.
Thank you for having me.
That was Megan Clanahan. You can check out more of her work on HoustonMom.com. Hey, we're just getting started with our fall getaway guide. Tomorrow, we're talking all things spooky with haunted houses and adventures you need to do this fall. That will do it for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something new.